Sahabah Radiyallahu anhu, when the Plague of Amwas, which we discussed before, in the time of Umar Radiyallahu anhu, there was a plague in Syria, Sham, that entire region, Jordan, Syria, etc. So the plague was so strong that not a few days and thousands of people have lost their lives. They said approximately 20,000, and many of them were Tabi'een and Sahabah Radiyallahu anhu, including Abu Ubaidah bin Jabal R. Radiyallahu, Muaz bin Jabal Radiyallahu. These are big Sahaba. Abu Ubaidah, Muaz bin Jabal, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "A'lamuhum bil halal wal haram Muaz bin Jabal." The person who knew the most in the category of halal and haram, what is permissible, what is not permissible, is Muaz bin Jabal. Abu Ubaidah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Aminu hadhihi al-ummah," that he is the most trustworthy person of this ummah. As if Umar Radiyallahu anhu wrote a letter to Abu Ubaidah Radiyallahu anhu, that, "Oh Abu Ubaidah, I need you for some discussions and meetings in Medina. Leave Syria and come to Medina." Now Abu Ubaidah Radiyallahu anhu understood that this letter, this meeting is just an excuse, but is to get me out of this plague. So if it was you and I, would be happy, we're like, well, Amirul Mu'mineen is calling, how can I say no? But Abu Ubaidah Radiyallahu anhu replied, and he said, "I am in the city where this plague has taken place. I do not wish to leave my people. I do not wish." What will people say? That just because he's the leader, he's left us, he's gone. He saved himself, he's left us in the epidemic. And it's a hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if you are in the city, then do not move out of the city. And if you are away from that land, then do not go into that land, unless it's for dire need or necessity. So he said, "No, I cannot leave my people." When this letter reached Umar Radiyallahu anhu, he started crying, tears from his eyes, and so the people around him asked him, "Oh Umar, what happened?" He said, "I see that in a few days Abu Ubaidah will be no more. In a few days, Abu Ubaidah will be no more." Anyway, he contracted the disease, the plague. And when he found out, Abu Musa Ash'ari, his wife also contracted. Muaz bin Jabal, he also contracted. Sufyan Radiyallahu anhu, he also, Yazid bin Sufyan, he also contracted. These were big Sahaba. So he called his people and he said that this is an invitation from Allah. He wants to meet you. Imagine, what a glad tiding. You know, a time when a person will be depressed and a person will be, mourning and wailing to his destiny, what had happened to him. He calls his people and he says, "This is an invitation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is an invitation from your Prophet and your Lord. They desire to meet you, so be happy about it." So my dear respected elders and brothers, obviously I want to carry on, but time doesn't permit me. The message is, we take all our precautions. Every precaution we have to take. There's a notice board outside as well. Ulama have said that in any virus, any plague, any calamity, you take as much precaution as you can. But at the same time, your reliance should be only on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah wants, your time will come. If Allah wants, you'll get the virus and your time won't come. If Allah wants, you won't get the virus and your time will still come. No one knows when we are going to leave this world. The ultimate message is, prepare for what you are going to do. One Sahabi came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and he asked, "Oh Nabi of Allah, when is Qiyamah? When is Qiyamah?" He wanted to know. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam counter questioned him and said, "What did you prepare for it? You want to know when is Qiyamah, but did you prepare for Qiyamah?" So let us spend the time in preparation. Spend the time in tawbah. Spend the time in excess of sadaqah.